Welcome to Tone and Transform Day 3. My name is Suzanne Lawson and we're going to start this practice with some running on the spot. Then we're going to come down onto our backs for 2 new moves. So get your feet hip width apart and you're going to just start running on the spot. And I want you to try and see if you can aim to kick your heel to your butt. So just take your time. Go as fast or as slow as is good for you. About 10 more seconds. And then come down onto your back. You lift your hips and then lift one leg and then the other leg, pointing the toes to the ceiling, keeping those hips elevated, drawing the tummy in. Drop the hips now, and then I want you to lift the legs and then draw yourself up and twist at the same time. It's a little bit technical at first. It takes a little bit of getting used to. Just drawing that core in and lifting your own body weight. And then you're just going to relax for a minute. Notice how you feel. Maybe windscreen wiper the legs one way, the other way. Extend the arms above your head. Maybe bring your legs up. Bending the knees, flexing the feet, just doing what feels intuitive to you. You've got this time to just relax, let go. And we're going to start the whole practice again. So we're going to do it 2 more times with a minute in between, remember? So get yourself ready. Get yourself up onto your feet. And now this time around, really try and go for that kicking of the butt with your heels as you jog. So on you go. Maybe take your hands to your hips. Take your gaze to one point away from you. And then come down onto your back. Lift the hips, plant the feet into the ground, and then extend one leg, extend the other. Can you go quicker than you did on your first round? Or do you prefer to do it slower? You choose, as long as you've got those hips up and those toes pointing. And now we'll come into our twists. So maybe plant your palms down onto the mat, lifting the hips, twisting one way and twisting the other. Come on, you got this. Few more. Relax. And you've got a minute break. So just take this time to connect with your breath. Cool down the body. Sometimes I find it's quite nice to do an inhale through the nose and an exhale through the mouth. Brings a nice coolness. You might want to draw the knees into the chest and open up the hips. Do some hip circles. You might just want to just lie there and do nothing. And then slowly start to make your way back up onto your feet. For our final one. So on our final one, let's give it our all. Feet hip width apart, hands on hips, or bring your hands either side and use those hands to kick those feet. Really drawing those heels back as you plant them down on the ground. And then lifting and kicking. Come down onto your back, hips up, plant the feet, point and flex, point and flex. Bringing some warmth into the body now. Quicker movement. And then we'll come into our lifts and twist, pressing the hips up and twisting to one side and the other side. Trying to just draw that belly in, shoulders back, down into the mat. You got this, and relax. Well done. That's the end of that round. So we've just got 2 more rounds to go. So do what's intuitive for you for this next 40 seconds or so. And then we'll just start to mentally prepare and get up onto the mat for our next round. So we're going to come into some squats first and foremost. So what I want you to do is bring your feet hip width apart and come down into a squat. So just take it gentle. There's no rush. I want you to enjoy this as you're doing it. Well, as much as you can enjoy it. I know it can be a struggle. So just taking your time. Coming up and then run on the spot. Move those arms to whichever way feels intuitive. We're joined by Bonnie here. She probably thinks I'm going insane. And then what I want you to do is come back down onto the mat, and then you're going to just do heel taps. So all you're going to do from here is bring your right arm to your right heel and then left arm to left heel. So coming up with the shoulders and tapping each heel, left and right, left and right. So your left, center, right, center, left, center, right, center, and relax. Well done. So you've got this now. In our next 2 rounds, we're doing our squats, then we're doing our jogging on the spot, and then we're doing our heel taps. So maybe now in your rest periods, come to stand, do some forward folds, some back bends, ironing out the hips, swinging from side to side, doing what feels intuitive for your spine, your neck. And then we'll come into our second round. Feet hip width apart. And we get ready for our squats. So see now if you can draw those hips back further, the booty further down, being mindful of the knees drawing over the ankles. Don't forget to breathe, taking your gaze either down or away. Then come into your running on the spot, moving those arms whichever way you want to get that momentum. Just get moving, get that energy flowing through the body. Coming down onto your back, knees bent, up, tap, 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 center, tap, center, tap, center. Drawing the core in, shoulders away from ears. You can do this and relax. Well done. So you've only got 1 more round of this to do. So you might be Getting a bit tired now, you might be feeling it. So maybe take this minute for a complete rest. Remember to return back to your breath. Starting to really focus on that. Breathing in and breathing out. Coming back up to standing, get yourself ready for your next round. So you might want to take the feet a little bit wider than the hips, or take those feet out to the side. Do what feels intuitive to you. As you can see, I've now got my arms out in front, gazing ahead, concentrating, drawing those hips back and down. And then running on the spot, maybe chop the arms now, get those fingers straight, helping you to lift the knees. You might be going quicker, you might be going slower than me, that's fine. And then down onto your back, knees bent, feet on the ground. Inhale, come up and tap left, tap right, tap left. Now see if you can go a bit quicker with this now, as you're moving from one side to the other with your breath. And relax. Well done. Enjoy this minute. Maybe come up to cross-legged. Just have a little breather. Nodding the head, looking up, looking down. Maybe a little bit of seated cat-cow here. Just bringing some release in any tension in the neck, in the shoulders. Breathing in and breathing out. So we're going to come into our final practice. And we're going to come into squat with a tap. So you squat and tap. Squat and tap, squat and tap, squat and tap. So you get the idea. Just bringing that straight leg. Then I want you to come back down onto your back. You're going to lift the hips, point and flex, point and flex. Like we did earlier, just drawing that belly in, then release down, straighten the legs and scissor the legs. So you want to bring right leg up, left leg up, right leg up, left leg up, and then see if you can start to lift your upper body as you lift your legs. We'll progress this in the next section, but just have a rest first. Now you know what you're doing. Your squats and tapping, and then your leg lifts, and then your scissor lifts. So just enjoy this mini shavasana. Notice how your tummy feels, your hips, your legs. So now bring yourself back up, and we get back up into our squats and tap. So getting ready. And we'll begin. Squat, tap, squat, tap, squat, tap, squat, tap. Drawing that booty down. extending that leg as you point the toes. Couple more. And then down onto your back, hips up, extend the right leg, extend the left leg, extend the right leg, extend the left. Point those toes as you're reaching up for the sky, but really lift those hips off the mat. Extend your legs and let's do scissor legs. So see if you can now draw your torso up, hands in front, and try not to put either leg down on the ground. And relax. So we've hit that quite quick. We can do that in full next time around on our final session. Maybe bring your legs into butterfly position, so palms to soles of the feet together, and maybe just rocking the hips from side to side here. So we're just bringing in this dynamic movement with the relaxation postures in between. 20 minutes a day, that's all you need. Come back to stand. Set yourself up for your final set. And we'll begin. So off we go. Point that foot, point that foot, point that foot, drawing the hips back as you squat. And come down onto your back. Knees bent, hips up, alternate legs as you point to the ceiling. Try and bring a quicker movement now, moving each leg quickly but dynamically, lifting those hips. Extend the legs in front straight and scissor lifts. Trying not to let either leg hit the ground as you move through space. And you've done it. That's it. That's your practice for today. Well done. Take this time to just relax. Come up to seat. And I'd just like to thank you for your practice. Namaste.